Hello, and welcome to the penultimate episode of Fallout Angels and Atoms Season 2. I'm Patrick. We're going to be playing the Modifius official Fallout 2D20 system. I'm Patrick, your overseer. My pronouns are he, him, and I will throw it over to Val.
Hello, everybody. My name is Valiant Dorian. I use his pronouns, and tonight I have the distinct pleasure of playing your favorite coward, Arbaaz Asgar, who also uses he, him pronouns and is our resident Volti and follower of the apocalypse. He's trying a new thing out recently, and I think it's working out for him. I'm gonna pass it over to Lena.
The jack of all trades, including fear.
This is effectively not true. I cannot stress that enough.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lena. I use she, her pronouns, and I will be playing Sierra, who also uses she, her pronouns. Follower of the apocalypse, part-time, full-time caravanner, freaking the fuck out right now on main. And I'm going to pass to Jade.
Hi y'all, I'm Jade. I use she, they pronouns, and I'm playing Lena May Bailey, who uses she, her pronouns, and yeah, she's going through it. But she can swim, so that's cool.
Oh, okay.
And she has a big gun, cool gun. So we get to use the cool gun. So hopefully I hit things with the cool gun. I will pass it to Kai.
Hello everyone, I'm Kai. I use he, they, and she pronouns, and I am back playing Mart, the Master Spy and Mr. Handy Extraordinaire, an actual Swiss Army knife, manufactured by Robco. And on that note, Patrick.
Well, as you can see, we have an incredible cast assembled before you. And if you'd like to show your support, we have a tip jar. $3 will buy a Nuka-Cola, which is an action point, handy. $8 will buy a Stroke of Luck, very useful. And $20 will buy a Weird Wasteland, which is up to my discretion. So that could end up being all sorts of things. So visit our Ko-Fi at ko-fi.com/vaultcompanions or click the link using !tip in chat. Over to Kai.
Angels and Atoms is set in a destroyed apocalyptic wasteland with society in shambles. Please enjoy responsibly. Content warnings for this episode may include apocalypse, fantasy violence, harm to loved ones, substance use, body horror, monsters and monstrosity, descriptions of severe illness, guns, memory loss, societal collapse, characters in crisis after traumatic experiences, both recent and in the past, medical trauma, insects and larvae, mentions of injections, torture, and gambling. We encourage you to step away if at any point this content becomes not enjoyable for you. We are keeping each other at the safe at the table and want you to enjoy safely too. You can always use !CW in our chat to review our content warnings at any time. And now we're going to go on a nice vacation and nothing bad is going to happen to us, right, Patrick?
Oh, yeah. Well, let's return to that dark sewer system that we were in previously. All sorts of detritus littered over the floor. Years, century of condensation muck accumulated on the floor. There's a couple of actual bodies strewn through here of unlucky scavengers that just didn't quite make it. One of them being a desiccated corpse wearing a blue and yellow jumpsuit with the number 21 on the back. On its wrist, a slight hiss as the Pip-Boy still picks up a lone radio signal. The last song still playing on it. Blue moon, I saw you standing. This is Mr. New Vegas with breaking news. Some sort of attack is happening on Freeside right now. Sources are sketchy, but it seems a pre-war sewage access pipe burst open by the old Mormon fort and a horde of ghouls pouring out into the streets. Nobody can confirm where these ghouls came from, but there's been sightings of P.T. Barnum, and we all know he's looking to put on a great show. There is nothing in place to push back this swarm of ghouls, so all residents are advised to seek shelter. Find a door and close it. Anything you can do to barricade the door could give you just the edge to make it through this. But for all of you with a gun on your hip and no plan to hide, I salute you. Here's something to get that cylinder spinning. This is Marty Robbins with Big Iron. You all stand on a rusted metal gantry overlooking a huge cavernous space, possibly an old sewage facility containment chamber of some sort, but now holds nothing but feral ghouls. And at the far end, you just watched as P.T. Barnum had held something, press a button, and an explosion wiped out over a dozen fiends and also broke a hole open leading out into daylight. You are very well aware that you are under Vegas. Not sure where. No idea where this could be breaking out into. But as you watch, feral ghouls are simple creatures. They respond to stimulus. They respond to changes in environment. And their environment just changed drastically as they are given an opening with which to escape. And escape they do, flooding outward at speed. Anyone who would like to can give me a perception survival check in this moment.
Yes,
please.
please.
The difficulty will be 2. However, anything greater than gets you more.
Okay. Yeah, I can do this. I believe in me.
We got this.
I got this.
Yeah.
I will spend
Survival.
yeah, I'm okay.
I don't got this. And that's fine.
Yeah,
You don't got this?
Yeah, I got 2.
Okay. I was gonna request if I could purchase an action point, so I have.
Absolutely.
Wait, no, we start with two.
we have
we
si-
start with do 220. Do we?
Yes.
Start with 2d20.
Yes.
I don't need an action point. We should be okay. Hopefully, I believe in the heart of the dice.
Hell yeah.
I believe in the heart of the dice. All right, let's see. Okay, yeah, we make it. That's a 3 and a 9. We make it.
All right. Mart, what
Oh, no.
did you get?
Mart is still like the James Bond theme is still playing behind him, and this is a different. We're now in Walking Dead. He's not quite caught up yet. That's fine. I got no successes.
Okay. Sierra, how many successes did you get?
Only 1. She's upset.
Val, how many
Yep.
did Arbaaz get?
2.
Nice.
He's good at looking with his big eyes.
Jade, how many did Lena May get?
2.
Let's go,
Okay.
Multi!
We are so locked in.
We are
Um,
so locked in. We saw PT Barnum and we're ready.
Kill Bill sirens.
I think Arbaaz, you have kind of been subconsciously mapping out where you are. You're subterranean, but you're moving. You have an understanding of pre-war technology and pre-war infrastructure. So you can kind of figure like, oh, well, obviously sewage systems would follow streets, would follow like construction like in a path, and you are able to map out this opening is right at the beginning of Freeside. It leads into Freeside. It's opening up right at where the old Mormon fort is. The unfortunate thing is between you and that opening up into the street is an entire pit of ghouls. You can't get there through them unless you have some chutzpah that I don't know about. But You know
Arbaaz, a
exactly.
chutzpah?
You know exactly where this threat is and will be continuing to come from. Jade, I think Lena May is aware that these ghouls are triggered by anything that moves around them. Unfortunately, you're in such a large cavernous room that the ones at where the opening like appeared, they're moving, but all the ones back here have so long before they even get that signal. And the only thing in front of them right now is the four of you. And there's stairs leading down, and they also lead up. And I think I will leave you with one more thing. As you're like scanning all of these ghouls, this is such a huge volume of feral ghouls. It's astounding. You see something that catches your eye. It's somewhat familiar. It's like a little bit of deja vu. You see a couple of NCR uniforms through the crowd, and one of them, an NCR soldier with darker mottled skin, and two aluminum prosthesis legs that is wandering through the group. And I think I will leave one more thing for Arbaaz.
Oh no.
Hey, weren't you having trouble keeping vials in stock?
Yeah, I sure was.
Do you think it's an accident that there are now such a collection of feral ghouls?
Yeah. Every single one of Arbaaz's problems are coalescing very rapidly around one man and one man only. And there is a sensation within Arbaaz that he's only felt like once before, also directed to the same man, as he's watching all these feral ghouls sort of like trudge forward and snap angrily in their surroundings.
Sierra, I know you didn't make the check, but I think I know why you didn't make the check. I think as you're scanning your surroundings, you also catch a bit of deja vu. Do you recognize someone here? It's a taller, wispier woman and a shorter woman. I think you recognize two Happy Trails caravan traders that were passing through Searchlight and are now bound for a different course of action.
Sierra grips. They're on like a metal thing with a rail, right?
Mhm.
So she like just leans forward and grabs the rail like she's catching herself, and she's breathing too fast, and she's not really looking at anything anymore. She's possibly having a panic attack. Something like that.
P.T. Barnum has fled. There was an access door that he fled through. He's no
Did he
longer...
like smoke bomb himself? Did he just go like feral ghoul?
He totally smoke bombed. P.T. Barnum, out!
Hate this guy.
Going to have to do something about him.
He has
Fucking
disappeared
missed
somewhere.
Hopper.
These ferals are on the move, and some of them are on the move up the stairs your direction. What would you like to do?
The head of the fort.
Oh no.
I think
How
Mart.
far?
Yeah,
Go
go.
How far away are they right now? Like,
You have maybe about 50 feet and a staircase.
okay. Sorry, I'm trying to find what the stun effect does. I can't. There's a lot of different things. Okay, where to stun? Am I going insane? I'm like looking at the is it? No. Okay, here, found it. Okay, if one or more effects are rolled, the target loses their normal actions next turn. Cool. 50 feet's probably enough for a grenade, right? Like to not hit us.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. If the party would allow, I would like to go first and do that then.
Please.
Cool. Lena May sees this and is kind of like now in like, oh crap, we are going to die mode if we don't do anything right now. So she's like frantically she looks at Boz first and then sees him panic and then looks at Sierra and then also sees her panic and I was like, oh shit. We are so screwed. So she kind of reaches into her bag on her hip, now back in her like mostly normal pre-war outfit gear, and pulls out a pulse grenade. She has a whole bag of grenades. And she's gonna throw it, hoping that stuns, so we have people's brains has a little bit more time to catch up.
Go ahead and give me a demolition, an explosives and perception check.
Okay. Explosives. Okay, cool.
You need a 2 success on this.
Cool. I think. Wait. Okay. Just tagged? Yes. That is 3 successes.
Okay. Give yourselves an AP.
We're full.
You throw a pulse grenade. Usually, a pulse grenade is more applicable toward robots or sentry guns, something with electronic systems within them. However, you are working with creatures that are simple impulse creatures. There's no thought behind what they do. Simply whatever stimulus comes in, they react. So you throw this electrically charged grenade, it hits, explodes, and the first group kind of just gets bewildered. They just kind of, so much stimulus hits them all at once that they don't know properly how to respond. So you effectively throw up like, I want to say like a 5-6 second roadblock. They kind of stand in the way of the crowd behind them, but there is still a crowd of ghouls behind them.
Any delay is good delay when you have a will and a way. And also, Mart doesn't have to deal with the biological reaction of fear. And he moves forward because once they're stunned, crowd control is an art, you see. And whether it is paparazzi or just tourists not paying attention, or a horde of feral ghouls, a little bit of attention getting might go a long way. Or in this case, showing them who's the stronger creature here in this crowd. And I would like to, right after Lena May's grenade goes off, surge forward because these are my people, my humans. And I will protect them with a flamer.
All right. Go ahead. Make a big guns and endurance check. We'll see how effective you are at. Are you trying to actually cause harm, or are you trying to kind of like deter?
I want them to I want to show them that I will flame them again if they get in our way. I would like to part the sea and maybe paint the walls red while I do it.
I'm going to warn you, feral ghouls don't have the cognizance for self-preservation.
Then they will burn.
Go for it.
I spend ammo after I hit, yes?
Yes.
All right, wonderful. That is big guns endurance. Yes. That is only one success, but it is a success.
You just open the nozzle. You have so many targets in front of you that it's just, there's no care to be given. It's simply just crowd control. You fire. You catch some of them on fire, but what you come to realize in an unfortunate moment of clarity is that all of these damp, soggy ghouls who have been sitting in a sewer for an indeterminate amount of time, it's going to take a little bit more than a little spark to get them to actually flame. And unfortunately, you catch a couple, but you're just not getting enough. It's not catching. You're kind of just spraying a barrier, but one that is not going to hold very long. All right, so that is you. That's Jade. I believe Arbaaz would probably have the next highest initiative. Is there something that Arbaaz would like to do?
As we've discovered in previous sessions, Arbaaz, for some reason, has the highest initiative in the party. I have no idea how this happened. And I think we need to not be here. We need to be the intervening force, because I do not have the chutzpah to go through an entire fleet of feral pack, I should say, entire pack of feral ghouls. And I think what Arbaaz would do in this moment is watch all of this, and the anger has swapped in priority from the fear, and we see like a switch in real time as Arbaaz like watches these like ghouls come forward and goes, "We have to go. We have to go. We have to go. The fort needs us. The fort needs us." And turns to Sierra, who he realizes, because at least with Lena May and Mart, who have taken the front lines to buy us a moment or two, I think he would notice Sierra pausing. As he goes, hey, we have to go.
What?
All of us, we have to go. They're going for the fort. The followers need us. They're going for the fort. Hey. And Arbaaz is going to like squeeze both your wrists. And as he like holds, he's like, "Hey, I am terrified. I'm not letting them take my home without a fight, yeah?"
Yeah. She like turns her hand so she can squeeze his hands.
Let's go make a circus man pay, huh? Yeah.
Fuck him in his top hat.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
And Arbaaz picks up his what gun is it? I got like a really fancy gun that I've not used. My laser pistol. Like Arbaaz picks up his laser pistol, does the reload, and it goes after reloading it. And it's like, all right, I guess I'll take point. And then, I don't know if that counts as a major action or a minor action, but I will use my movement to start moving us in a direction that I sussed out before to get us back.
Yeah,
above.
I'll tell you what. That is your major action, but you providing that motivation, that drive, like, hey, not here. That gets everyone moving without having to like fight off the ghouls as they're charging up the stairs. All of you about face the way you came, going through the door. You see Sweet Jill standing there being like, Hey, you kind of rushed off in a hurry. You find what you're looking.
Bad time. We're going. How about you come with us? In fact, let's go.
We should all run!
She pauses for just a moment, just long enough to hear the ragged screams of ghouls following down you, all the way echoing down the hallway. And she just kind of gets wide-eyed and she's like, go. And she pulls out just a bundle of 3 sticks of dynamite and is like, please go.
Shit.
Where'd you get the dynamite from?
Not now, we gotta go. And then it's gonna flick like a match on the wall, light the dynamite.
Yeah.
The ghouls are charging as she throws it into the throng moving forward. You move through like a sanitation station with computer panels and everything that would control pressure in the system. And you're moving through as you see the end of the office door that leads out back into the sewers. You hear a thunderous boom as the tunnel collapses behind you, sealing all of the horde of ghouls. But there's still like a dozen ghouls that made it through. And she's like, I tried. And you all move through. She fumbles in her pocket again as you all charge through. She turns around, slams the door behind you, pulls out a key and locks it, and is just tucks it in her shirt. Is like, I don't know how good they are at picking locks, but we should probably go.
Not great, but the knocking method. Sierra has taken out her barbed wire pool cue. That's the mood she's in.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's been in my inventory since last season.
Jill's eyes go a bit wide. It's like, okay, some things went down. I imagine you want to get back to the surface.
Where did you see that man go? That horrible man? Anyone?
Tall, obnoxious, carries himself with a sense of arrogance unbeknownst to mortal kind.
Mr.
I mean, there's
Accurate.
only one other entrance into that chamber that's accessible, and that leads out. I think there's a kind of run down apartment building, right in front of the checkpoint in front of the strip. I think it leads out into that.
Freeside?
Oh,
Yeah, in Freeside. Yeah.
The fort. They're gonna charge the fort with
right.
the
Ghouls
entirety of the
first.
what's the fastest way to
P.T.
the
Barnum
fort?
later.
Oh, I'm gonna lead you out through the way you came, and then you just go back around to the gates to Freeside. Let's go.
Looking at.
I need all of you to make a perception survival check. This is kind of to determine how well you navigate the way out of the tunnel. But also, if you get particularly high, there's perhaps some information you might glean.
I would love information, buddy.
I got one
Hey.
success.
You
Same,
got
this one.
6. Okay.
I'm gonna buy an action point, friends, if that's okay.
Please.
So I can use cautious nature. For those of you who do not know, because I made this joke every single week, it is also known as anxiety the ability.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm re-rolling one of these because it's a 19 and I don't like it. Okay, that's a little better. That's a 3 and a 5.
Okay.
Should not use that.
Going around the
'cause it's
table.
hard to read.
Mart.
1.
All right. Sierra.
Hey, I rolled 2 1s
What the fuck?
for the first time in the game.
Lock in, Sierra.
Hey, I'm going to come back to you in just a moment because what the hell? Arbaaz, what did you get?
Yes. 2 successes. Not like Lena's, just like normal, ordinary successes.
Lena May, what did you get?
1.
Okay. You're all pretty easily able to follow Jill. Like none of you get lost, none of you get waylaid by anything. You hear like critters and things crawling through the sewage system, but you're able to keep eye line on Jill as she moves you through. Boz,
Mm-hmm.
I think a thought occurs to you.
Uh-huh.
You are dealing with an entire army of ghouls. Now, there's a world in which you could defeat that army of ghouls. I don't know how, but it's a possibility that exists out there. But you also know of a person who has an affinity with ghouls.
Yeah, but we're not exactly speaking right now. I know right now it kind of pissed him off last time.
All right.
But noted.
Lena, I need something extra special for you because, wow. I think I might just, because this is an extraordinary moment, this might be weird wasteland territory.
I'm intrigued.
You are charging, just completely unbent by any of the world around you. You have an objective and a goal, but clumsiness can come at any time, and you put your foot on a bit of debris that you thought was solid, and it crumbles, and you kind of like slump over into an alcove, like it's just a small little maintenance port with like a small valve wheel on it for emergency access. And you see, strangely tucked in the corner, it looks like someone discarded their clothes. And normally you wouldn't be drawn to it, but something like calls your attention to it. And you pick up what seems to be like kind of a grayish officer's coat with like very pristine, like everything is well maintained. This isn't from the old world, and this isn't like anything that you've ever seen in the wasteland. And you look for some kind of like information in the pockets or something, and you find a note, and it's addressed to some J. Harkness, and it says, "Meet me in the sewers, and let's make this interesting. Don't lose your coat again." And sure enough, you look at the label, and it says Captain Jack Harkness on a little sewn-in bit. You now have a coat. It only has one physical protection and one energy protection. However much AP you decide to spend that round, you will heal 2 points of HP. So for every AP that you spend, it automatically just gives you... Oh wait, no, I'm reading that wrong. 3 HP. So you spend an AP, you get 3 HP back. You spend 4 AP, you get 12 HP back.
Holy shit. Okay. All right. I slip and fall into a jacket. Just, sometimes you meet the right one and you just go whoop right over the lab coat. It smells really good. It smells like expensive lip cologne. Is that vetiver? Anyway, you momentarily sidetracked, but you
Jill sees you stumble and is like, "This way!" And you're able to catch up with the group again. And like even she pauses for a moment and is like, "Nice coat." And then
Thanks. It makes me. I don't want to make it sound like Sierra says it makes me feel bisexual. I want to be clear that that's Lena making a joke.
Oh, I mean, Sierra can also say that because this is also, I believe, canon.
Yeah, it's a constant state. It doesn't go. It doesn't need saying. I'm sorry. Please continue.
Okay. Anyway, you all charge out. You very quickly get to the surface. Like, you able to find the ladder up. Sweet Jill like waves you. Is just like go. Good luck with whatever you're doing up there. Please save whatever is happening. And you're able to like push aside the manhole cover and get back up to the street. You are on the periphery of Vegas. Like you still have to get to Freeside. However, you have choices. You can go to the north gate of Freeside. You can go to the east gate of Freeside. North gate is closer to the followers, but the east gate is probably further away from wherever the actual ghouls coming in from. So, and that is not your only options. Is there anything else that anyone would like to do before you head off to Freeside?
I love the idea of like we're popping open the manhole cover and Arbaaz turns to Lena May and it's just like, Lena May, as someone who is offensively talented as you are,
That's a new one.
I mean it's true. What are our chances of not dying if we go directly but have to deal with more of the problem, or go from the side and deal with less of the problem but be further away? Which I guess what I'm asking, like he's asking this while holding up the manhole cover and looking at you. I guess what I'm asking is, what is the best, most conducive environment for you to do the thing you do best?
We could, if we can get them to group together. I have a lot of grenades from the raid that when we saved Julie, so that could work, and I have a lot of energy weapons, but I can only shoot like so many times. So we can group them together and explosives, and then Mart's flamer. I think that would work out.
I also
well.
do have this, yes. And he just a little fire.
And with this, Lena May is like also like crawling out too.
So what I'm hearing is, above table, we prefer to go through the east gate rather than the north gate.
Probably.
Oh, for Kai, for you to catch up on, we have to choose either being closer to the followers with the north gate, or being slightly out of danger with the east gate.
I mean, Mart's always gonna run straight for danger.
All right, Danger Town.
Yeah, I mean, like above table, Lena May could make both work, but
we need to quickly hold.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because we are having a tech problem. So we'll be right back.
Okay, break. All right, so you have either the north gate or the east gate. Are there anything else that you'd want to do in the meantime, or is there any roles that you want to try and suss things out with?
I think that Lena May, after having that talk with Arbaaz, is going to kind of look for areas that look like they could crumble with explosions. She's very explosion brained right now. 'Cause she
Yeah,
has
absolutely.
a bag of I think she has like over 10 baseball grenades right now.
Yeah. So you're trying to look at the area of Freeside and look for kind of yes. Okay. I have something in mind. I will bring it up in due course. But go ahead and make the roll for it.
Okay. And this is like
we'll
perception.
Yeah, explosives perception.
Okay. I should remember what this is. Explosives. Okay, 3 plus... Alright, that is... What is 3 plus 9? That's 12, right?
12, yes.
Okay, yeah. My brain can't do math. That's 2 successes then.
Awesome. Okay. I will definitely provide you with something.
Cool. That's like probably where like passively is just kind of like as we're like going along is kind of like
Yeah, absolutely. Is anyone else looking for anything else, or where would you like to go?
I think if we're close to the fort, or I think Sierra just wants to yell like get inside and just try to like alert people. So I don't know if there's like a slightly higher vantage point that I can run up to real quick or anything like that.
Yeah, I think once you get in there, you may like the fort. If you were to get inside, it does have those towers. Like Julie's living quarters is up in one of the towers, so that would be an easy place for you to get height and be able to maybe like project over Freeside.
Okay, but nothing like right nearby, but that's okay.
Yeah, I think the only spots nearby, there is a building. There is a couple of buildings that you could probably get to from the entrance of Freeside, but there's nothing nearby that would give you enough projection to get your voice to carry. So, yeah.
To that same end, though, and Mart's kind of in a similar boat, thinking what Sierra's thinking here. And I'm wondering. Actually, I'm going to do one better, Patrick. I'm going to do something we never do in this game. I would like to spend a luck point to put something in the vicinity.
Absolutely. I would love to hear it.
I would love it if on our way out we see I'll let you decide how far this goes, but I would like to find an iBot.
An iBot? That
Yes.
is interesting. Okay. I'm going to have you roll for it, but this isn't going to be an actual roll, like a 2d20. I want you to pick high or low and roll a d20.
I think we have to go big numbers. It's high. That's a 19.
As you come out of the sewer, you're making your way, like you're just starting to turn toward Freeside to make your way over there. You hear a kind of like scratchy signal come from behind you, and it's like you have to turn 180, and you see hovering in air an iBot that just, "Good morning, dear America. It is I, your president, President Eden. So long have we been burdened with this disastrous wasteland, and it drones on and on at you. It seems to have recorded something and then left its programmed area and been wandering, and you have a very banged up iBot.
The moment that Mart kind of hears this, he just looks to everyone. How would we like to warn the citizens of Freeside? And he just putters away towards this iBot. You! And it just goes straight up to it, and I don't even think that there's much like ceremony to it. He literally just goes up and just like grabs it with his pincer. Just starts to like drag it towards Arbaaz. We need to send a message with this to Freeside. And it's still probably talking, and it's annoying pre-recorded message.
Yes, I could do that. In the same vein, I love that we're on a similar wavelength, because I can't imagine that a bright, neon green man is in my immediate vicinity coincidentally, so I might need an alternate way to contact him. I wonder, can I make this bot my funny little message piece to not only warn the people of Freeside, but to also contact our favorite cult leader?
I will tell you what. You spend 2 luck points right now. You get whatever message you want.
Take whatever you need from me, Patrick. 2 luck points for this most unlucky guy in the world? Yeah. What a steal.
Can I make the case that I can also help when we roll, because it is a broadcast?
It is a
signal.
broadcast.
Yep.
Hey, you have someone very familiar with iBots who has an audio engineer who has been invaluable to the running of their radio station.
Yup.
Would you like to roll and have Lena May provide an assist?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I will say, this is going to be difficulty. I'm gonna put it a little high because you have to like kind of rearrange things. It's gonna be no. You know what? No, I'm not, because Lena May has expertise with it. So, 2. All I need is the both of you to roll a science intelligence check and get 2 together.
Okay.
Use AP.
Does this count as me hacking it or no?
Intelligence.
Yes, it does.
Okay. So for me, so the difficulty will be decreased by 1 for me, because I've
So you only need 1. You just need to roll 1 success.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I will still buy that AP because
Yes,
my
please.
dice like being funny.
I'm going to use a luck point to reroll this. Cool. Oh, nice. Yeah, got a success now.
Awesome. Now,
See, this is exactly why I have cautious nature. What was it again? It was
science
Perception.
technology, science intelligence.
science intelligence. So that's it. So I have 1 success so far, but I'm gonna reroll this guy because you're disgusting. That's better. All right, that's 2 successes for me, and it is a tagged skill, so that's an additional success.
Get yourself back up to 6 AP because
That's
you
cool.
absolutely killed it. Do you have a message that you would like to play to both Jason Bright and the people of Freeside?
I guess our boss is the one talking. Oh God.
No, I
You
will
can-
allow you.
You could ask Lena May, but otherwise she's gonna be like, eh.
Either that or you synthesize from the recorded message of President Eden.
If we mention feral ghouls, then that'll get his attention too.
I think I know what to say. Turns the recording. So is this a free side? You really ought to be inside right now. Please run at your earliest convenience. Waste no time. Do not try to engage with the feral ghouls. And yes, Mr. Bright, you heard me right. There are feral ghouls out here on Freeside, and if you do not do anything, all of them will die. Or worse, they'll kill everyone here. And your dream of uniting a home for your people is not going to happen. And another thing, Mr. Bright, you were right. You're not insane. What you saw is real, and it exists out there. So perhaps you should heed the call now. Maybe this is some greater purpose that's meant for you, Mr. Bright. And make better friends.
You record the message into this like metallic globe that hovers on little spindles like a little antenna keeping off. iBots are usually just kind of hover in place because they have a path that they're supposed to map out. But you say you program into this iBot, get to Jason. It just shoots up into the air, goes straight over to South New Vegas. You can see it immediately drop into the perimeter of the area, and it's just hunting down that glowing green ghoul.
Okay, I think I did it. So, we should run.
Yeah. Not bad. I would give it maybe a 6 out of 10. We gotta work on the
6 out of
beginning part.
Oh, yeah. I will take that into consideration, and I'm not quite built, and I think this experience has shown me that I'm not built for radio.
As Arbaaz gets notes for the first time in his life, you are rushing
Oh my God.
toward Freeside. You have North Gate or East Gate. Now's the choice.
Miss Sierra.
And the pressure of being responsible for people's safety is her feeling responsible for the safety of everyone in Freeside, back home, though home is kind of here now too, and all along the routes that she takes. She feels responsible, like she has to do everything to keep people safe, even though she's supposed to be moving stuff from point A to point B or offering medical assistance. But she can't help it, and she internalizes it. And she probably would be the right person to ask this question to ask advice about the layout of the area. But right now, she can't make that choice. She can't think clearly enough to give her best judgment because she feels like everyone's survival and the future of the followers is weighing on her shoulders. And I feel like after everything, Mart would know. Maybe not all the details, but I feel like he would understand what she has going on.
I think he watches just a moment of a no response. And just kind of bobs a nod. Northgate, then.
You all rush through the Mojave, and as you draw closer to those giant gates that perimeter of Freeside, you start hearing the the sounds are already echoing through Freeside. Go ahead and drop yourselves onto the map on the north gate top of it. You come in through the big metallic gates, the things that are meant to keep rad scorpions and raiders and super mutants and all legion. Everything is supposed to keep everything at bay. And as you come in, the tall, towering Freeside light display on your right and the street laid out before you, you see a gaping hole open in the street as an enormous horde of ghouls is just charging out. All the streets were crowded with people, and you see them running to all sides, pushed to whatever point is an escape down the sides towards the more busted down train station, or towards the east gate for possible escape, or, as most of them are, just deeper into Freeside as the horde pushes forward. You are staring at this scene. It is possible for you, these are after all just feral ghouls, so this isn't actual combat in a sense, unless you make it actual combat. What this is avoiding danger. So you can either engage with this enormous horde itself. Let me be clear, you don't have enough ammunition to cause a dent in this horde. Or you can move through it with agility checks. And you know what? Now this comes into play. Lena May, I think you're looking at this, and I think a startling revelation occurs to you as you look down the entire scope of Freeside. The street lined with the King's, Buck's Diner, all of the little stands and shops for selling trinkets and everything. And you see this giant line leading down to the Securitrons at the end of the strip that you've already passed by. You all passed the credit check. But let me ask you something. How many of these Freesiders can also pass the credit check? Because that's the direction that they are moving, and that is their only method of escape. Because it is between them, it is ghouls on one side and security checkpoint at the other.
Patrick, did you not think we had enough on our plates currently? Did you wonder perhaps that we were overrun, that we needed another additional challenge here? Thank you.
You're just observing things. However, I said that you were looking for a destructible building. Your attention is drawn to the end of Freeside. Next, adjacent to the security checkpoint. On one side is Broxo Bronte's lab. It's not a lot of people go in there. He's a lot to handle, so usually he's left alone to his machinations. On the other side of the street is the Vegas loan, the bank, in that kind of rundown building. Now, it is looking rather fragile. You probably couldn't take it with a sledgehammer, but with enough explosive force, there's a possibility that you could put a barrier at least between the Securitrons and the people coming towards it. Yes, that does block in the people. However, these people are in a panic and they're moving straight towards something that will not yield. The Securitrons have no alternate programming. There is no contingency. They have one simple purpose: let in those who have the credit check. Do not let in anyone who doesn't.
Not to add anything else to our plate, but I'm adding more things to our plate. They are heading straight for New Vegas with those Securitrons. But I think that if I could get to the bank and I can put some of these baseball grenades together, and it would put them inside here, but at least they're not being shot at by Securitrons.
Sounds like
What do you need?
have a destination.
I need to get over there. I'm
Yes.
assuming because we have to need to traverse to get to where nearby the bank, right? Or
Yeah,
is this not
unfortunately,
throwing
you
distance?
have the entire strip to get down because, I mean, if you want to put enough explosives in a good enough point on this structure, you kind of can't just chuck it from a block away.
Yeah. So, horde, the followers, making sure people don't get attacked by Securitrons. Easy, right?
Huh. I'm loath to suggest this, but what if we send our followers to the followers? And you and I, Ms. Bailey, go deep into enemy territory.
Right. And then I just look at both Buzz and Lena May a bit worried because for the most part, Mart and I are the ones with firepower.
It's true. Sierra is not the most. She can fire a rifle at something far away. That's what she's good at.
If you two go to the followers, you have to sneak in. You have to be very, very careful, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, you're right. We have to split up.
No direct fights.
I will endeavor to not get us into any.
Do it like fighting a great beast. Just punch it in the nose and run.
Sierra gets a little closer to Lena May. You have to be careful too, okay?
Well, I promise.
I need you to come back in one piece.
And I need you to as well. So, use that pull cue and, or hopefully don't have to use a pull cue. What I'm trying to say is be careful and be safe. And I want you to live.
Same. So when we live, I'll see you then.
What do you mean? What do you mean if?
Always variables,
When?
Mr. Asgar.
Did I say if? When? Anyway, yeah, we gotta. Okay.
Right. And Lena Make is kind of is going to turn, but then kind of looks at Sierra just a little bit. Like she wants to say something else, but then goes. Man, I love these gays so much.
I know. What
These
a
gays.
tragedy they are. Yeah, Mart is just kind of pushing forward to start to try and manage the crowd, and by crowd I mean the giant tidal wave of ghouls not far from us.
You mean
One really big
the
ghoul.
humongous feral ghoul?
The mega ghoul that Patrick dropped on the map.
Macy's
See,
Gay
I thought that there was
Parade
gonna be
ghoul.
some type of Attack on Titan size school.
I was so scared.
So
It's
glad. that's
oh
not-
no, we gotta grab the laser musket for this one. Crap.
Fortunately, you don't
it's just
have
a
to
bunch of
fight
tiny
a 40-foot tall ghoul. Unfortunately,
Where's Liberty Prime?
where indeed. You actually have about a decade on that. Anyway, we go to the top of the initiative order. Boz and Lena, you are actually first to act. So, are you making a beeline? Are you making a beeline for the followers?
Yeah. No, Arbaaz, if it is okay with Sierra, would literally be like once again like holds up his laser pistol, the fancy one he got from season 1 and hasn't used since, and like holds Sierra's hand, and it's just like, all right, we're skedaddling, and well, like I do, basically in mechanics, I do not want to like move ahead of Sierra at any point. We move
Absolutely.
in tandem. Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna need both of you to make an agility survival check.
So
The
scared.
difficulty right now is just 1. You're kind of at the periphery of these ghouls, so you just one success, and you'll make it through.
This is pretty rough for me, so I'm gonna have to buy an action point. My agility is not great.
I accept.
Okay. So I could buy with
Oh my
cautious
God.
nature.
Oh, that's bad. That's
Okay.
the first die.
Reroll.
Yikes. Oh no.
That is a nat 1 and a 2.
Oh.
All right. How well
Yes.
did Sierra fare?
I need to re-roll one of my dice. That's a luck point.
Yes.
Okay. Goodbye, a luck point. Oh my
Hey,
God!
who
Please,
needs luck?
please be nice to me. Please be nice to me. A 1.
The dream team. Let's go. It's the
Went from
followers
a
of the
19
apocalypse.
to a 1. We are the sneaky followers of the apocalypse. Do 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 do.
Put yourselves up to 6 AP as you both, like, the ghouls are tumbling out of this hole. They're just kind of like running up the ramp, hitting daylight, and just like falling everywhere, just scattering. People are being tackled to the ground. You're seeing Freesiders like trying to fend off these ghouls with nothing but their hands and a scream. And you are able to deftly move as you actually, surprisingly, don't hear much over a hail of gunfire as you look up towards the old Mormon fort and you see a cowboy ghoul peeking over the ramparts.
Oh yeah.
Beatrix with lever rifle action in hand, just pumping out round after round. You mindless freaks, you're giving us all a bad name. And just one after the other, boom, boom, boom. And then sees the two. What are you two doing? Get indoors.
We were trying.
Try harder.
I think that whole thing where I rolled a 19 and I rolled a 1, that is because Sierra almost knocked a bunch of stuff over, doubling back towards someone who was getting attacked and needed help. And she almost, I know that if she tried to help, it wouldn't work. But there's that split second where she almost goes, and then she either Boz intervenes or she catches herself. And
I think there's a moment where like we both stopped because we saw like everything crash, and we think we might have alerted the horde to us, and Arbaaz sees your eyes straight and just shakes his head very reluctantly. This isn't a choice that he would rather make.
And there's this like relief that is sort of like, at least we're here together.
A coward and a follower. What could go wrong?
I think the two of you, as the attack around you is just starting. They just emerged through the hole. You were able to get here in really good time, but good enough time to see everyone be unprepared. Even though, Boz, I think you hear down the strip your own voice as an Eyebot swerves down towards East Freeside, alerting everyone to the danger that's coming in. And as you reluctantly leave behind on someone who, you're right, sometimes you have to leave them. The heavy wooden doors lurch open just a crack, enough for you to just wedge yourself inside as hands claw at the doors, and it's pulled back as Julie, Farkas, and Arcade stand there, and they're like, where did you come from?
Straight from hell, it feels like.
An exceptionally long story in the grand scheme of things.
Okay, well, we have walls, we have a ghoul, and we have hope. That's about it. That's all we got. So, unless you brought, like, I don't know, an entire battalion with you, we're kind of, this is it.
Not with us, but they're certainly out there. And I think Arbaaz like looks at Sierra and it's just like, we were so focused on getting here that I didn't think on what we were going to do once we got here. I was worried we were just gonna die on the way here. So we know that P.T. Barnum wants this fort, and we know that he is an arrogant son of a bitch. So, what are the chances that he's gonna want to miss his own party?
Oh, right. He's definitely headed here, isn't he?
That's what I'm thinking, or just thought of. I don't think the time I thought about it counts at this moment, but if he's gonna get here, maybe we can do something, use something. We don't have anything.
We have stuff. We've got... Julie, what do we have?
We've got a really dwindling supply of Radaway and a bunch of drunks and vagrants.
Right. Do we have any... Did we get any stuff for vials while I wasn't paying attention in the past couple of days?
Roll me a medicine luck check.
Okay.
Difficulty 3. Difficulty 3.
AP?
AP,
Do it.
please.
Do it.
Please do it.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, I need good dice for this one. Oh my god. Right, here we go. 3 dice. Okay. 6 is good. A 1 and a 17. Okay.
Lena
Okay.
is on
Okay.
something today, y'all. Lock in.
Mhm.
I know. This is
We needed this.
wild. What was the
Medicine luck.
skill? Medicine luck. Okay, so medicine is a tag skill, but is it under... Come on. Come on, sheet. I need you to be where I need you.
Bro, you rolled a 1. You got so many.
I got a 1 and not a double crit. That's what I was checking. I
Okay.
got 3 successes.
Okay. So, Julie sighs, is like, we did get some. Luckily, we got... Crimson Caravan came through. I know. What are the odds?
It's fine. Once in a
And
while.
Julie motions over to a tent that has... you can see, like, 5, like, sizable crates. These are, like, decent packaged goods. And they have a decent quantity of vials. At this point, though, I mean, feral ghouls are very far gone. However, if you wanted to spend like some time, you could probably concentrate vials in a way that you could, a few select targets, you could wake them up.
Boss,
Yeah?
So I'm looking at this stuff here, and my first idea was to make some kind of detonation device that would sprinkle this all over the ghouls, and then they might pacify.
Uh-huh.
But also, I think maybe if I take all of it and use it just for a couple, I can save my friends. Or my friend and her mother.
Okay.
They were in there.
Okay. All right. Hey. So what I'm hearing is that you need to get to them, right?
That will also need to happen, yeah. Am I making the wrong choice?
Never. Never make the wrong choice.
I'll hold you to that.
Listen, if I survive this in one piece, you can hold me to any and all promises.
Okay.
And
I gotta get to work.
You have to get to work, and you need time and space. How far are your friends?
I don't know where they are now, but they were almost near the front, so I'm pretty sure they got out. I'm pretty sure they're out there. So I'm gonna go look. And
Okay.
she's gonna go up to the tower when it's time for that.
That will be pretty much your turn right now. Like, you got into the fort. You are safe behind
as safe as you can be in the invasion of feral ghouls relative.
However, Val, I would like you to make a luck speech check. The difficulty is 5.
I think you quite literally have taken my worst stats and put them together. All right, luck speech.
The difficulty's 5?
The difficulty's 5. However, every subsequent turn, it will decrease by 1.
Yeah. I'll buy an action point. We will see what happens. We will see. I don't think there's any. Do I have anything? No, Val, you didn't have anything. You didn't make this guy to talk.
Hey, you could Yahtzee this and roll 3 ones.
I could Yahtzee this and roll 3 ones, but that's, I think, 2. Should I do that? Because I only have 2d20 right now, and I wouldn't be able to hit it. I don't.
You bought it. You use AP. You already have 3.
I already have. Oh my god, I can do math.
We're playing a different system, Val. I know why you're doing
this. Well, somehow I got one success, but that's 2 failures, and I don't have cautious. I don't think this is a scenario where cautious nature would work. So that's just the 1 success for now.
You saw the iBot that you programmed get over to South Vegas. So you know that the message was delivered. It's now a matter of, were you convincing?
I think there's a moment where, like, when Sierra, like, is about to get up and go to find her friends, these people that she wants to save, where Arbaaz kind of, like, holds onto the corner of your sleeve, like watching the iBot disappear across to the south side, and jumps to a conclusion that makes him deeply upset. I think I need to show off my sincerity. And I think that's going to help us achieve all of our goals at once, but I'm not going to like it, and you're not going to like it either. And Arbaaz, like, checks his, like, cartridge of bullets and ammo, and then next turn, Arbaaz is going to make a big show of himself on the walls of the Mormon fort.
Okay. We pull away from the Mormon fort as we're still out in the street. Hold on 2 seconds. the horde is growing. It's just so many ghouls are just pouring out, pushing into the streets and forcing all the Freesiders back. Mart and Lena May, you want to move down the strip. I'm going to need, yes?
Before we move, and as the two just kind of turn to leave, Lena May, you feel a strange cylinder pushed into your hand. I'm not entirely certain how you are meant to be repaired, but should either of us go down, I think it's important that we each have one of these. And he's going to give to you a robot repair kit.
Right. I'm sure, hopefully it's not needed, but thank you.
Now let's go kick some undead ass.
As flashes of black and white cinema flash before both of your eyes, as this is painfully, almost presciently familiar. Hordes of undead pushing out into the streets. I think the both of you have an entire library of movies that this is coming to mind.
Absolutely.
I'm going to need both of you to make an agility survival check.
So, you know how we've been spending AP? I'm gonna need to do that.
I am going to spend a luck point so I can use luck instead of agility because my agility is really bad. It's real bad. That's gonna happen. Okay,
We're good
so
with me
luck
spending that AP?
and... Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Everybody else, bueno?
Okay.
Please, you are.
Oh, thank God.
Martha, Mr. Handy, you are my only hope.
Damn. Thank God for that, because I got one success.
Same. Oh boy. Well, at least you can
Yeah.
You take 5 physical damage I will be generous and allow you to take it in the place that is the most armored on your persons.
Well, it just so
Cool.
happens that I am well outfitted as a upgraded Mr. Handy, and I only take 1 damage, thank God.
Cool. I will take it on my right arm, so it just goes to 0, I think. All right, yeah.
You are you're not doing any incredible maneuvers or anything because ghouls are very simple creatures. And you're able to kind of like maneuver your way. You're kind of able to like dodge and duck between. You do get like a couple of swipes at you. I think, Lena May, you said your right arm?
Yeah.
You kind of have to like give a shoulder against a ghoul that gets just a little too close. And then, Mart, you go amongst the crowd and you feel one of them scratch at you in a place where it isn't damage, it isn't function impaired. It's mostly just ripping away the exterior that is protecting more vital functions. So your armor is doing its job. Go ahead and move forward on the map. You guys make it about into like the very kind of outer point of Freeside. As you're crossing the intersection, you come into view of the kind of archway of Freeside on your right, and you see the King's School for Impersonation on the left. And then I will allow you can, that was just kind of like your movement, and I will allow you to use your major action to move further. However, the difficulty becomes higher as things become more dangerous.
I think as we get to the kings, Mart, living in the way that his system works, he remembers only a few days ago being in this exact same intersection with Lena May and all of the business they did around Freeside, and we see them walking through the gate, going towards the Silver Rush, coming back this way and going to the kings, meeting the king himself, and seeing the affection that he had in his eyes for Lena May Bailey. And Mart looks to her and looks to the building. I wonder how tried and true these gentlemen truly are, if you called to them.
Right. The ghouls, and we're like really close to the building, right? So,
Yeah.
okay. Lena May just kind of pauses for a second and kind of does like a little bit of weighing options here. Right. And she was going to kind of use at least, I guess, half of the movement. I'm not sure how much that would be. To at least get close enough to the building so it's not like super loud for like, hey, ghouls, come over here. That kind of area. And hopefully there's like a open window or something on the second floor. I don't know.
Oh, you see the kings out in force. They have a citadel that is theirs, and they are going to protect it. You see Pacer, the one who tried to charge you caps at the beginning, leading the army of like jail suit wearing impersonators, all firing their guns, going, yeah, take that. To various degrees of performance. They're not all great. But you're able to, you can easily get within range because they're only shooting ghouls. Like, they are not engaging with any humans. So you being a robot and a human is going to, you're not in danger of being in the crossfire per se.
Okay, cool. In that case, yeah, Lena May is gonna, plasma gun in the hand, is gonna jog over, presumably with Mart following. The Freesiders, they're going to be running towards the strip and the credit check. So we just, if you can, just make sure that they don't get to that area because they will die.
Lady, I don't know what you're trying to get. And then, like, you see him get pushed aside as the king himself steps out the door. It's like, little lady, I think we're on the wrong side of this. You are, after all, a member of our esteemed group. Where is it that you're trying to get to in this fair city?
I'm thinking that if I get to the bank and can demolish it a bit, then we can at least get the Freesiders that are panicking away from sudden danger.
We're trying to perform a little bit of a banknote rock, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna turn around to the assembled group of impersonators. Listen up, fellas. We're charging down that way. We're going, and we're making sure that our highest esteemed member of the Kings gets where she needs to go. Because there's only one way that we save this strip. And it's we're gonna rock this city. Make sure they know the Kings saved it.
Right.
And you now have an escort of these kings all formed around you, keeping you buffeted from the worst of the ghouls. They're rocking like handguns and like butterfly knives, and you know they're not an army by any means, but they have heart and they're completely ready to defend you and Mart as you progress down the street. All of your agility checks will be one less difficulty.
As we're moving through, Lena May will kind of try to find the king and go that way. Thank you. And I guess after I can see what other movies I can remember, and we don't have any film, but at least I could write it down or something. Really appreciate it.
Lena May, I appreciate anything you want to give towards us, but right now we're in a bit of a existential crisis, and I think it serves all of us to make sure that you get where you're going, because otherwise there won't be any hips shaking tonight.
I think that one just threw a child's toy block at me.
That is your turn as you make it onto the strip or into Freeside. We're gonna go ahead and bump back over to the Mormon fort. What is it? Boz actually acts first in this action. So, hey Boz.
Hey.
What
Hey.
is it that you would like to do?
So, I need you all to walk with me for a bit. In
I'm with you.
Arbaaz's mind, Mr. Bright is like, what are this guy's talking about? This guy, his friends were killing my ghouls. So Arbaaz is like, I gotta show him I mean what I say. And I also need to lure P.T. Barnum away from whatever the Mormon fort is doing and away from what Sierra is trying to do. So what I would like to do is employ a distraction so Arbaaz core that P.T. Barnum has to respond to me, and that Mr. Bright can actually see that I mean what I say. By putting myself on the line here. This is a terrible, terrible idea.
So, what is it that what is the actual action that you are doing?
Actual action is Arbaaz is going to, we're a fort. We may not have weapons, but I'm sure the followers have follower paraphernalia and banners and things that would denote who we are. And I think Arbaaz looks to Julie and looks to the rest of the followers and goes, I'm going to need all of the banners. All the banners, flags, anything that can loudly and proudly talk about who we are.
Now,
And I need them stationed on all the walls with me.
Now, usually the followers aren't an audacious group. They don't really proclaim. They don't trumpet to the exterior world, but they do have to. It is necessary for them to show people where to go when in trouble. And so Julie easily reaches over and pulls out just a crudely drawn big iron cross oval that kind of denotes. And it's like, I've got bigger problems, so whatever you're doing, go for it. That's fine.
I promise this will all make sense, hopefully, in the next 30 to 40 minutes. And Arbaaz is going to grab this iron cross, and along the wall, Arbaaz is going to yell that folks that need safety, we are the followers. Come here. We will not fall this day. There's nothing that will stop us from saving and helping you all. Please find your way to safety. And he's just going to march up and down and basically keep yelling about, we will not be defeated. We will hold here. Hold here, everyone. And just act in clear defiance. And I think Arbaaz is Arbaaz is leaning on all of the bits of history of the old world that he has learned about, an effective war strategy is taunting the guy that's invading you outside of your walls.
Now, Val,
Yes.
you
Yes.
specifically chose an action that
Yes.
is charisma speech based, and
It really is. Yeah.
you'd have to really argue for something else. So I'm open to your interpretation, but if that is not the case,
I don't
I'm
think there's
going
anything
to-
else.
I'm gonna need you to make a speech charisma check. However,
Yep. Mm?
you unfurling the banners, presenting this kind of heroic crescendo, the unfurling of banners, the cry of battle. I will lower the difficulty. All you need is one success.
Spend that
Can,
AP.
can I help at all? Because Sierra is like
No,
kind of yelling a little bit too.
no, you cannot.
Yeah.
Because I appreciate, the gusto, but do you think Sierra is a boisterous, bolsterous person? Because I don't.
I also
sh-
also like
Yes.
he's doing this so you have time to do the thing.
yeah. And she's not really listening to what she's saying. She's just repeating the end of whatever he's just said. Because she's doing like 7 things at once right now.
It's
So she's
so
just like,
funny.
Never will fall.
Okay.
And and some of the lines that like Arbaaz would throw in there is like, don't hurt them, pointing at the feral ghouls. Just keep them out. All right, I will roll now. I will request an action point.
Yes, please.
Please.
All right, I need one success. Speech, charisma. All right, that is a
One
6
success.
plus. Speech 6 plus. Where's my speech? There it is. Okay, I need to get below an 8. That's a 4 and a 1, baby. I will reroll this for like. Oh wait, I can't reroll. It's not cautious. Never mind. So that's a 4, a 1, and a 17.
Yeah.
Let's go. Our boss does propaganda.
You jump to the top of the ramparts of the followers, shouting out to a panicky group of, let's be clear, some of the most individualistic, self-serving people in the wasteland whose only goal is to get ahead in life. And you put out that message to rally, to find the inner strength, and to move to the Mormon fort. And surprisingly, people don't ignore you. They turn their gaze up towards you, up toward the wall, and yeah, everyone inside. You see people actually trying to help each other.
They're listening to me.
Inside. They're trying their best to fend off the ghouls, but for the most part, it's a group effort to just kind of like get people into the building. And from there, there's covering fire from Beatrix. There's people at the door to fend off like the worst of the ghouls, the most advanced of the ghouls. And you are actually getting people to rifle inside this incredible crescendo moment as fiends start coming in from the other side of Freeside.
Oh no.
And I think that's where we're going to call a break for right now.
That's fine.
We will be back momentarily. Everyone, get your bevs, get your bathroom breaks, and we will be back.
All right. See y'all then.
We are back now. Arbaaz, your specific intention, though there was some nobility to it, but there was a specific intention that you wanted by flying the followers' flags. You wanted to antagonize a certain ringling leader.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that is correct.
You are privileged to see a horde of fiends walk in through the main northern gate to Freeside. After all, everyone is occupied with the ghouls. There's no one to stop them as they walk in, and at the head, wearing his bright red coat with tails, his mustache bushy as ever, he calls out, Arbaaz! How delightful that we should meet under these circumstances.
I'm surprised you remember.
Oh, I remember quite a few things, he says as he lifts a necklace out from his shirt. Tell me, have you come to see my victory as well? It's going to be quite the show.
I don't know about you, Mr. Barnum, but if I remember correctly, Rome wasn't built in a day, and I don't think you're going to survive long enough past this day to take this fort.
Lovely! I love a man who abandons his principles to fight. That's a man after my own heart, after all. Well, you see, like, the fiends, they're twitchy and kind of aggravated. And he motions from the back. Wait, hold on. Why would we mess the festivities around like this? After all, those Securitrons are going to be so much trouble until they have so many Freesiders to deal with. I imagine that will make them quite easier to make our entry with. They won't be so keen for a credit check once they're broken upon the ground after all the stampeding people.
You just have it all figured out, don't you, Mr. Barnum? You've thought about this a very, very long time. The fiends.
What I've been trying to tell you.
The fiends, the ghouls, Mr. Bright, all of it. Little chess pieces just for you.
I have so much time. It's a wonder that you decided to come when you did, to witness everything coming together. I envy you, Arbaaz, for you get to see my crowning moment.
Well, here's the thing, Mr. Barnum. For good or for ill. And he like slams the like giant iron cross onto the rampart. I really don't know when to quit.
As Sierra, you overhear this going on above you, but you are occupied. You have science to do. So I'm going to need you to do a medicine intelligence check as you furiously work away at the workbench, trying to distill this substance into a very, very concentrated form. The difficulty is going to be 3 because this thing is already a substance. It already exists. You have to work very hard to make it a stable thing which will work further.
Mm-hmm. Can I, before this decision gets made, run past you Sierra's idea of using this material to stun the ghouls for long enough? Scientifically speaking, does that something she thinks it can do, or does she know that it won't work?
The unfortunate thing about ghouls is that they are very resilient. You know this because much of the medication that you have to provide in double doses. So you spraying this over a crowd, I mean, it's certainly a role you could make, but you understand the complexities of making a solution that would affect numerous ghouls in a way that would be at all advantageous.
Would a glowing one going off in the middle of them help?
Thing about ghouls is they're very, you've seen them before. They are aggressive, non-stop creatures until they have their food source. Their food source being radiation.
Radiation. So maybe I don't need the stuff in the vials. Maybe I just need the guy with the radiation. Okay. Science
so
check.
make your medicine intelligence check.
Guys, I feel like I should take an action point.
Please do.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
I believe in you.
Okay. Yes, it's this one.
Did we get any AP back from Val's multiple successes, or did it require all 3?
Oh.
It required all 3. It was
One failure.
No, I said it was only one. It was, you only needed to succeed once, so you get 2 AP back.
Oh, yippee!
Intelligence medicine?
Yes.
Okay, so this is fantastic. We have lots of successes here. I rolled a 3. It's a tag skill, so that's 2 successes. It is my best skill, so I had to roll under a 14 or a 13. And I rolled a 12 and 9 and a 3. So it's 4 successes.
So much is going off around you, but you're able to hyper focus. There was something that Margaret saw in you so long ago. You're perhaps not a doctor, but you know so much about concoctions and poisons and their effects physiologically in the body. So when you go to distill many of these vials into something that is powerful enough to override intense degradation, you're able to keep this formula stable and balanced enough that you can put it into one of your empty syringes for a syringer bullet that will, I will say, you rolled 4 successes. So you have 4 with which to fire upon 4 particular ghouls.
Ooh, okay. Amazing. I'm going to load one of those into my syringer gun. I need to get up top. I feel like I'm working in Julie's tower, and I just like take the stuff and run up top so I know what's going on, and so I can be in the fray. So I'm like finishing up in the open air on top of this corner of the fort, just like duck down.
I am gonna, like, this has to be the end of your turn because you did an incredible thing in a short period of time. But
I can move next time too.
I'll fudge it a little bit and allow you to do a perception medicine check.
Perception medicine, what a cool check. Ah. 11. So 1 crit, a 4 for my 5 skill.
So how many successes in total? Okay. I will tell you this. You will get something right now. You will get more with 1 more success. But that is entirely up to you.
Oh, like right now, roll for it? Spend a luck point?
Spend a luck point if you want.
Sure. Oh! That's another success. It's not a crit.
You first, climbing out of the hole, you see the very willowy and emaciated. It's so strange how ghoulification can so quickly affect a body that is so heavily irradiated. But you see Tiana first. You recognize the kind of very flowy outfit that she wears, torn a bit to tatters. And there must be some shred of recognition within her because she is also flanked by Michaela. Bit shorter, bit covered by more of the ghouls, but they are together. And that's where your turn ends. So we're going to go back to Mart and Lena May as the ghouls continue to spread throughout Freeside. You now have a cadre of King's bodyguards. They're surrounding you and aggressively buffeting any ghouls advancing on you. But I need you to make an agility survival check. The difficulty is 1. Yes.
Is it possible for me to multitask while walking?
Yes, absolutely.
Can I start assembling a pack of grenades, like, into a bag?
Yeah.
Cool.
Go ahead and make a explosives perception check.
Cool.
I'll say... Oh.
Nope, go ahead. That's fine.
I'll say the difficulty to make something that can effectively demolish a building is probably going to be a 2, but you can get more out of higher success.
Cool. I got 3 successes. That's why I was like, it's because explosives was attack skill. So
there was a concern for you that you didn't have a device that could act as a detonator, a delayed demolition of this building, and that you would have to be in very close proximity when it went off. However, you're fairly clever with explosives. Surprisingly, it's a thing you're rather... It's almost innate. You just have this ability to understand detonation sequence. You're able to piece together something with a radio transmitter that you can, just using your Pip-Boy, just tune to the right frequency and hold enough that it will recognize that frequency and activate detonation. You have something that you're very confident, 95% confident, that it can demolish a standing structure.
And as we are walking, Mart and the other kings, if they're paying attention, would just kind of see like this flurry of one of Lena May's like bags on her hip, just kind of going through, shoving a bunch of baseball grenades, grabbing like some spare junk here and there, like some copper wire, things like that, to try and like just basically assemble like a makeshift bomb, if you will. While they're walking, occasionally looking up to be like, am I going to be attacked? And then keeping on going, very much like in the zone.
All right, go for the agility survival
The
check.
agility.
It is reduced to 1 difficulty.
Cool. What is my
Oof.
number?
Yikes.
Action point. Or is it luck if it's reroll? I don't know.
It's a re-roll situation. I
'Cause-
only have 1 luck point left.
Ruh-roh.
I
Can I
think I'm
donate one?
Gonna live.
Unfortunately,
With it.
no. Luck points
Darn.
are very individual.
I'm going to live with it.
Mhm.
If only doubles
oh.
mattered in this game.
Yeah. Oh, I think we get an action point for my roll that I just had for the right.
It's difficulty 1, so if you got anything over that, then you get an action point.
Cool. And then
Great.
for the roll, the explosion roll too.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, you absolutely get an action point out of that.
Cool.
So we're
So
full.
we'll have a steady pile.
Okay, so what did Lena May end up getting?
2.
Okay, so you're safe.
Yeah.
I do find it funny that Mart and Lena May are like, yeah, no, don't make me do this. Don't make me
No.
agile like this.
Mart,
It's the heels.
I'm gonna actually roll a location on this.
Sure.
Oh, shoot, I need to actually do it better because you're a robot.
I can tell you, I have the numbers in front of me.
No, I rolled a hit location die instead of a. So let me just roll the 10. What does a 10?
It's an arm.
You take 9 physical damage to your arm, which is a critical.
Yeah. Well.
A horde of you see one of the kings get overwhelmed as he's trying to just with a baseball bat just repel any swing off any ghouls, and they just pile over him and get to you and just tear at that arm, and it's not torn from your body, it's simply the mechanism is now faulty.
And I rolled just to see which arm it was, because my weapons are attached to them. And I think he goes to try and shoot it with the laser emitter, and this ghoul just drags it to the ground to the point where, Mart almost touches the ground, which would be very strange, honestly. And it just pulls the whole rig down, and he can feel something kind of wrench inside. Oh no. And it just won't raise.
Shit.
The other kings quickly close ranks around their fallen member and are able to repel the ghouls back off of you, but your arm is limp.
Oh shit. Mart, hold on. We have the repair kits, but it'll just one moment. And Lena May is going to kind of maneuver her bomb stuff and then grab the repair kit. I know that's probably my turn, but the next turn is what her intention was.
You can get it ready for the next turn. It's in hand and you're able to you'll be able to immediately apply it. But we'll move you guys down further on the map. Let's put you where I'm pinging.
Covered
You're gonna
Lena May.
about midway down the block. You're past the King's impersonation school. On the right side, you're seeing Duke's Diner. You're seeing some of the ghouls start to pound against the door as people inside are bracing against it to keep them on the outside. And before, yes.
After getting attacked gruesomely, offensive. Mart is actually going to crane all of his eye stalks very high up above the crowd as much as he can. And he's looking for how many of the Freesiders are actually surging towards the Securitrons?
All of them. You are
Okay.
watching an entire crowd. You don't know what's happening behind you because you're in the midst of a horde of ghouls, but everyone was pretty much pushed forward. You see maybe a trickle going into buildings, but even that is dangerous. And give me a luck. I'm gonna have to say survival check just to kind of cover basis.
The chances of me getting anything on this is slim. But I did. I got 1 success.
Freesiders do have at least some knowledge of the layout of this place, and you see some breakaway at the intersection, moving down the left toward a side street. You know that is kind of like a cul-de-sac that is blocked off, but it's almost like a small safe harbor. Like they're not running straight forward into Securitrons. They're at least giving themselves a momentary respite that, could in the end be the difference between life and death.
Then Mart knows where Lena May is going and where the kings should most likely be headed with her. But he knows that scared people, even if it's just a few of them, could cause a huge problem ahead. And though Lena May is reaching for that repair kit, Mart surges out of the group of the kings, and I would like to use my action to push ahead towards the gate, away from the bank.
Yeah. Give me an agility. Agility survive. Agility athletics, because you're just at the edge of the ghouls that are swarming you. So you rushing forward, you're now pressing into just crowds of people, just scared people. So you're just trying to outmaneuver, you're trying to outspeed just a big group of people.
Yeah. No amount of stealth can save me. It's fine. Yep. Okay. May I spend an AP, friends?
Oh yeah.
Please, whatever
Good
you need.
Because I'm rolling flat agility.
And then when Mart does this or attempts to do this, Lena May's eyes are very big. One hand with the repair kit. Mart, where are you go? And that's where she'll and then cut it off.
Well, I'm glad I saved my luck point.
Yippee.
Because I have to spend it right now. Because otherwise that's a natural 20.
Yeah, no.
I'd rather you not. Yeah.
With one arm down, no. I don't. I forbid it.
Okay. That is 1 success, Patrick.
You hit your thruster to maximum. It's not something you like doing because of overheating issues, because of danger in proximity, but sometimes reckless abandon is the only way, and you just hit maximum. You fly through the group, sometimes bobbing over them. There is that thick of a crowd now moving toward the Securitron checkpoint. You are able to
He pushes the
outspeed
burners to go over a discarded old rusted Corvega and actually use it as a bit of a ramp at some point.
You find this discarded car to use as a essentially bounce board to just like launch yourself up and over the crowd and landing on the other side. Lena May, I am so sorry. There is no way that you are at all going to force your way through this crowd to get back up with Mart has made their choice, and you simply, I mean, you could roll for it, but
The thing is that I don't even know if Lena May, like, I feel Lena May just looks at Mart, and as they're going, just like, Mart, where are you going? No,
I must go talk to my brethren.
and it's like the moment of like actual exasperation with the kit in hand and the explosives, but okay.
You've got this!
Thanks. Oh gosh, okay. And she's trying to center herself while walking forward, because she's not going to be able to get there.
okay. We're going to go from you, and I am so sorry, Val. I forgot to have you roll. I would
What
like
am I
you to
rolling?
roll.
It's persuasion.
What was it? Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think speech charisma. And now the difficulty will be 4.
Difficulty before. Okay. How many action
Yes.
points do we have left
We
now?
have 5.
Yes.
Please
okay.
spend 1.
Okay. I just had
And
to
also,
make sure that I'm
Patrick, when you get a second, if you could ping how far I got.
Okay. Speech charisma. Well, I do not have quite enough dice, but you know, we can hope. We can hope this gets better. Once again, 2 successes, 1 failure. Do I just chance it and hope for a crit? With a luck point? Do I chance it?
I'd wait. There's a lot going on.
That's true. All right.
In another
wait.
round, it'll be down to 3.
That's true. All right. Hey, Mr. Bright, I am out here. My ass is on the line. I could not be more sincere, my guy.
I think you watch a man so confident, so brazen that he just, Mr. Oscar. Now why on earth would I need to attack you right now? You're in your little shell, hiding. You're not causing me any trouble. My ghouls are on their way right now. Unless you have a miracle waiting in the wings, I'm afraid I'm simply here to enjoy the drinks and victory in due time.
And I think like this is when like the frustration really gets to Asgar. Like Arbaaz, he's like holding so tight to the handle of his laser pistol, and like looking out into the distance where he believes Mr. Bright is, and also looking into like the shadow of the horde all around, and he's just like gripping onto this gun, and he doesn't have a comeback for Mr. Barnum at this point. He can't do anything. Not yet. He has to wait. Sierra's counting on him. Everyone else is counting. He has to believe in everyone else that everything is going to fall into place. And then he's going to wipe the floor with this man's smug little face. And he's just sitting there like gripping onto these 2 things. Just out of frustration. There's nothing he can say as he shrinks a little more against this iron banner and his gun.
I feel like
You go ahead.
I just wanted to double check where people are, because if Sierra is close enough, which I kind of thought she might be at the corner that attaches to the wall that Boz is on. She just says, don't let him get in your head.
I think because you are going to the ramparts. Your whole you had to peer over the ramparts in order to find Tiana and Michaela. So you get there and spy them just as you kind of see a slight dampening of Arbaaz's spirit. Like you see like the fight that he's putting up against PT Barnum, and you're seeing it just kind of hit a wall. Like, it's all well and good to be motivational, to be like inspirational, but if that has no avenue with which to travel, it just kind of splashes against the jetty. Like, it just doesn't go anywhere. And you're very easily able to see that.
Don't let him get in your head. You are so much more than he will ever be. And you know that.
I mean, that's
You're
all.
doing it.
That's all well and good, but he's just such a. He just gestures at him.
Yeah, I know. But I know we've got a lot going on, but just take a second to think about what purposefully killing someone might do to a person. It changes things.
You're right, as always.
But defend
I am-
yourself if you have to.
His hand grips tightly onto it, and if he looks down a little bit, and I think you hear a tone in Arbaaz's voice that's darker than most that he says, and he goes, "You're right, but I can't forgive him for what he did to you,
Me?
and I can't forgive him for taking something very precious from me.
I can make you
And
another
you-
one, you know.
It's not just about the thing, Sierra, it's what the thing represents. That thing is a tether that I have to you, to precious memories, to things that will remind me if I forget. I can't forget you, Sierra.
You haven't forgotten yet.
And I think he looks at you and he says, "For now, I could forget and not remember someone who was supposedly my wife at one point.
Yeah, that sucks.
I don't know how I can deal with someone I care about far more than that." So
Well, we
I'm
better
not going-
live through this.
I'm planning not to kill him, but I just need you to know that it's getting harder and harder with him. And he points to I'm sure he's still toying with that necklace.
Oh yeah, just like
It's such an asshole of a way that he's just
Yeah.
it's getting harder and harder.
Yeah. I get it. I do.
Yeah. And now I'm worried about the other two.
Worried sick, yeah. And this is while she's getting her syringer up.
with that, Sierra, go ahead and give me an attack with your syringer. You're just shooting some. I will say they are kind of out of range. They're
Oh no.
they're a ways down the street. So this will be probably a 2 difficulty.
What I would like to do is unless they are very obviously walking the wrong direction, I would like to keep an eye on them because I also don't want to wake them up while they are surrounded by feral ghouls that will immediately kill them. So
Actually, feral ghouls don't attack other ghouls.
oh right, it won't cure them. I'll just wake them up.
That's handy. That's handy to know. I didn't know that. The more you learn.
Does it look like they're coming this way?
Yeah, it looks like they're kind of, because the initial attack pushed everyone outward, they are kind of just stumbling outward from stimulus alone. They're not aggravated on anything. They're not trying or have any particular purpose. They're just kind of like moving outward and kind of in your direction. So I would say another round and you could probably drop that difficulty down to 1.
Yeah, I think because the rounds are so precious, Sierra would try and wait for a better shot.
Okay. Well, with that, Val, speech, charisma, the difficulty is 3.
I
Spend
don't
it.
suppose I'm
Speech
helping him.
Speech charisma.
No,
Well,
because this is all the iBot's
is-
doing.
This is
Oh,
Mr.
right.
This is Mr. Bright. I need Mr. Bright to answer his cell phone right now. I sent
Correct.
him
Yeah.
multiple texts. I need him to respond.
They're calling about if this extended warranty on the ghouls.
God, no, not like this.
Mr. Bright, I'm calling you for your extended warranty on these ghouls.
On your rocket ship.
Pretty much.
If you come renew your warranty with us, I can give you a brand new rocket ship. All right, I'm buying the AP.
Yes. Yeah, you are.
I'm buying the AP. Please, for the love of Christ. Please, for the love of Christ. Yeah, you're getting out of here. I'm not having a natural 20 in here. I am
Goodbye.
not.
No.
Luck point. Luck
point
point. No. I
admitted.
am not doing this. I am not dealing with that. That's better. That is finally 3 successes.
Let's
An 8 and a 6 and a 2. Let's go. Mr. Bright, answer my phone call.
You see P.T. Barnum just has this lackadaisical, he's leaning. This is a battle and he's leaning. There's no impetus. There's no drive. And then you hear a voice come from behind. What the hell did you do?
Oh,
And you
finally.
see a green glow step through the doorway, flanked by a number of ghouls with plasma weapons that is at least equal to the number of fiends. This is a full showing of force. This is not an exploratory, hey, let's take a peek and see what's happening. This is someone who is coming here with intent.
I think you see like Arbaaz drop his gun onto the rampart that he's standing on in shock, and then leads forward with the banner. Is like, Mr. Bright, you came.
You're shouting over the din, but you see that Jason has something very much occupying his mind right now as he marches straight up to Barnum.
Oh.
What the hell have you done? And every word vibrates with green energy. As you can see, all of the fiends wince at this. You promised sanctuary, you promised life, and you promised future. None of these I see before me. I will repeat myself one more time, and if I don't get an answer, I will melt all of you. Mr. Bright, you are misunderstanding the situation. See, in order for us to free ourselves of the previous conventions, we must break some of them. And unfortunately, sacrifices have to be made. Why is it that ghouls are the first to be sacrificed? You see a man who, for a very long period of time, had all of the confidence in abundance. And that has eroded as he sees there might be a hole in this boat. We're going to jump forward down the line. I want Mart, you have one opportunity to charge the Securitrons and do what it is you want to be done before people start arriving.
Yay! Hi, friends. I would like to spend an AP.
Please do.
This is survival agility again, Patrick?
Yes, it is.
That is 1 success.
You charge forward to this line of Protectorons, and they monotonously, just no inflection, just welcome to Vegas. There is no, you have met the programming standards, and you are able to pass.
Gentlemen, I assume that your particular parameters forbid you from operating outside of simply doing the credit check. Am I understanding you correctly?
Please move inside to Vegas.
As I suspected. Well then. Mart will then turn around and face any oncoming Freesiders. And as loudly as he can turn his vocator, he will yell, "Citizens of Freeside! I require that you all divert your attention that way." And he tries to flick his arm that doesn't lift that way. And then he lifts the other one and points across himself. He points towards the kind of cut off alley to the side. And he'll just attempt to act as a last-ditch attempt of calling sense into these people. Because as much as he would like to convince his brethren, he knows where programming has its limitations. And so instead of fixing the robots, he would like to fix the people.
Go ahead and give me a speech charisma check. The difficulty to stop an oncoming horde of panicked people is 3.
Okay.
Yes, take an AP.
Great, thank you.
Take the ball if you must.
Hey, 3 AP will get you 2 dice.
I'll take the 1 because it only leaves us with 1 left. None of these are lies. I'm just checking all of the shit that I can do. Now,
I mean, you could
isn't
add in a lie.
right?
You could add in a lie.
I could add in a lie as a treat.
Unfortunately, this is not opposed.
Test. Okay, then
This
I just
isn't.
have to
This is
rely
just
on
a-
being a charismatic bastard. Okay. Charisma speech. Okay. Oh, folks, I have the greatest news for you.
Oh.
Oh.
Come as a surprise. Maybe. That speech is a tag skill for me.
Mhm.
And that tag skill number is a 5. Well, I rolled a 3 and a 2, and I rolled underneath on my 3rd die. So that's 5 successes, Patrick.
Give yourself 2 AP, and you watch a horde of people charging for their lives have a moment's pause.
That way.
And they see this small cul-de-sac off to the side, and they're like, yeah, okay. And they start charging that direction. We're gonna move away from you, Lena May. I want to ask you something. You're just ahead of the ghoul, so technically you're out of immediate danger. Would you be more reckless in your movement in order to get to the bank?
I think that, yeah, I think that is it in a way that she's not gonna probably push to where the kings can't be around her, but she will encourage a sense of urgency of the situation because things are going. If that makes sense.
Go ahead and roll. This is going to be agility athletics because it's just you.
Okay.
Putting your foot down, like speed.
Agility athletics. Let's use, how many action points do we have?
3.
Okay. I'll use another luck point. So I can make it luck and athletics. Yeah, because I don't got any of that. So let's hope for the best. Oh! Okay. 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 We got 1 success. So that's something. Probably not that much, but something. Because I had to roll under a 7. Uh-oh.
When Patrick smiles that way, there's a bit of my heart that just sinks down my
Especially
stomach.
when you also then hear the rattle of dice.
Yeah, you know, I'm glad he's having fun. You know,
I would like you to know that I just rolled 4 combat die because you are stressing yourself out.
I am. What my dice luck doesn't do for me, it does on the other side. That's what 7 points of luck will do.
However, I will say, you do throw some reckless abandon in it, and you are charging forward. The kings are keeping up because they are like, they know these streets and they're able to easily, like, this is their territory. So you charge, you come up on the bank, and you see Mart giving a valiant stand. He's holding everyone right now, but with an encroaching ghoul horde, who knows how long that holds. You charge at the bank. All of the raiders that were running it have long fled. They have caps. They're right next to the security checkpoint. They just walk through the security checkpoint. So you have just an empty building and a bomb that is ready to go. I would like you to roll another perception explosion check. This is 0 difficulty. However, if you get a 19 or a 20, consequence.
Cool. I got what I think to be 3 successes. Where did my thing go? Because I got a 3. Attack skill of SOS is 3. And then 3 plus perception?
Yes.
Right. Okay, yeah. And then it's 3 successes because I also got underneath 8, so. Oh.
You find a corner of the building where the concrete has eroded. You see like the rebar in there, and like there's almost like a nest of rebar that is kind of bent around itself, all rusted, and it's kind of like the perfect spot. A weakness in the structure that you can exploit. You run into the building as quick as you can, drop it in that little nest of rebar. You get a little overexcited and you hit the radio signal to transmit on your Pip-Boy. As you are departing, it catches the signal. You feel the impulse before you hear it as the explosion erupts, knocking the building from its foundation. Detritus just spreading straight across the street, completely blocking the strip. No one will be able to try and force their way through. The Securitrons cannot fire their way out. There is no risk of the crossfire, of accident, just wildfire, just any of that. You've eliminated all of that. You are now sharing a common trait with your other Vault Dweller friend in that you get a concussion. You go unconscious for what seems like just a moment. Darkness erupts around you, and you're in a chamber. There's computer banks all around, like tall, towering bookshelves. There's so many of them, just all around you. And in the darkness, you see a figure connected to all of them, wires just coming off of them, and you recognize first generation synth, and yet you don't know why you recognize those words. That's a strange sequence of words for you to recognize, but his metallic skeleton, his human-esque features, but not quite there. But you see that he is heavily corroded by time. He comes over to you, and you unfortunately can't process the audio from what is coming from you, but you can overhear what they are saying. This procedure isn't reversible. This will be who you are from this moment forward. Are you sure this is what you would like to be? You see your vision nod in the affirmative. Very well. Please be warned, your previous memories will be problematic should they resurface. And you are back in the street, the king's leaning over you and shaking you awake, being like, hey, they lose their king impression for a moment. You're doing all right.
Yeah, I was too close. My head, the buildings, it's gone, and are the people going the right direction?
You see a guy completely lose his Elvis accent, and it's like, kind of, the robot over there is leading them over to the cul-de-sac, but that's only like gonna keep them boxed in. As you all watch, the horde of people is followed closely by even more ghouls. They're charging down the street. But what you see is a glow of green following them. A powerful glow that grows brighter and brighter. This is mid-afternoon. The sun is out. You're in the desert. And this glow emanates brighter and brighter. First of all, Sierra, Boz, you take 3 points of radiation damage.
Oh no.
You feel the wave of sickness come over you that you recognize immediately. You are being poisoned. But that is what is going to happen if a being of pure radiation simply turns it all the way to 11. As Jason Bright...
Can he just turn it to a 6 at Barnum, please?
Make a little beam.
Sir, can you funnel your aura?
Care Bear stare.
You see as Jason, flanked by his followers, walks through the crowd, the feral ghouls kind of just stop. They're being sustained. What they need is being provided to them. All of the people are grimacing. Mart, you take 3 radiation damage. You're a robot. That doesn't matter.
Oh, yummy. Thanks.
No,
Lena
yummy, yay.
You take 3 radiation damage, kind of. You just feel this wave after wave of energy. You see the kings around you just kind of like duck their heads and grimace as they have to just endure. There's nowhere to run. This is permeating everything. And you can see, well, I think, Boz, you can see. Jason was so keen to make it so ghouls were not the enemy, that he was not seen as a monster. And do you think he can at all claim that as he walks down a street exuding radiation, even if it is for noble purposes?
Patrick, you're setting me up here. And I will answer the call. How far away is Jason? Let me look at you. Where are you, Jason?
Jason has moved all the way down the street. He is like past the kings. He is almost to... He's practically to the barricade with all the ghouls surrounding him.
And this guy is directly in front of me. God, that's far. It
is.
That is far. We don't have a speaker situation at the fort now, do we?
A luck point could change that.
Hey, buddy. I'll give you my last luck point.
Yeah.
I'll give you my last luck point. I'll do it.
Their long pre-war technology, this was a tourist attraction. And hey, maybe they installed a loudspeaker at some point. And maybe it got some sporadic use as the followers began to use it. But you know it exists in that it can broadcast fairly loudly.
I can't let him do this. He'll kill everyone. Can't let him do this. And he looks over to Sierra. He's like, time to talk down a radioactive man, and he's going to dart past dart past you. And I think before he does, he's like, you're too close to radiation, actually. Maybe you should duck behind this. And he tries to adjust the banner so that you get some extra cover from everything that's coming. This doesn't really help with the radiation, but it's the thought that counts. And then he steps up again, and he looks back, and he's like, please don't die in the meantime. We have so much to talk about. Don't die in the meantime.
We have lots of medication for radiation poisoning. That's something we have a lot of. Just so you know. Just so if it makes you feel better.
Only a little bit? But again, the sentiment stays. And he like salutes and darts towards the broadcasting room.
You're able to easily throw open the door. No one's there. This is a seldom used area. You see the receiver there. All you need to do is start the system up and then press the transmit.
He does all that. He hits the transmit button. There's no breathing. There's no little moment he takes for himself like he did in his first message. He just leans forward, like in front of the microphone, and just goes, "Mr. Bright." There's like a loud like mic feedback noise from the mic peaking before he goes, "Mr. Bright, you must stop. You gotta stop. Mr. Barnum is wholly and completely deserving of all of your wrath and rage. But if you keep this up, everyone in Freeside will feel your wrath. Even those undeserving." This isn't what you want.
I would like you to make a speech charisma check.
I made a guy who does so much speech charisma and none of the skill for it.
You know what?
He's
I
got
love
the
this.
heart.
I have
He's
a
got
heart.
the heart that gets him into this problem.
It's true. Where's my speech? Oh, it's an 8. Okay, that's... We'll go, we'll see. We'll see, and we'll go. That is out of the thing. Oh, that's only one success. Oh, that's a 5.
You transmit that, but you can't see out of the broadcast chamber. There's no reason for there to be outside view from the broadcast room because they only thought that they were doing, tour announcements. So you have to like run into the room, quickly do a broadcast, run back up to the ramparts. And you are just in time to see Jason coming back your direction. All the ghouls in tow. Says, Arbaaz, thank you for providing me faith in myself. Yeah, it's crazy, but when you can see where you want to be, why not go there? And you watch him with this truly huge horde of ghouls, all of them intent on his radiation that he's... And you understand after you see it, in order for him to capture all of them, in order for him to ensnare all of the ghouls, he had to provide all of them sustenance. And you can see it actually draining him. You haven't seen, like, there's only been very rare occasions where you've seen a glowing ghoul. And Jason does not look well that he is exuding all of this radiation. But you see that he is playing the proverbial flute and leading every ghoul out of the city. He only briefly acknowledges P.T. Barnum, the man wincing as horrendous levels of radiation just completely bathe him. All of the fiends abandon him to go back. But you can see that this is truly painful for Jason, because he cannot stop even for a moment to do anything other than side eye P.T. Barnum.
Medically speaking, because I feel like Arbaaz, well, at least I don't understand the radiation powers, but I wonder if Arbaaz would have an idea of like, is this simply just exhaustion, or is there medical attention that Mr. Bright needs currently?
this is pretty much just exhaustion. Like he is empowered with a lot of energy, but if you're pouring all of it out of you, it takes a toll. And you're seeing that in real time, just him exuding all of this energy and it just depleting him in a way that is not, he's not actively like sacrificing his body. He's simply using what he has probably beyond what is safe.
I don't think I can do anything for him in that regard. The only thing I can do for him is to make sure he succeeds.
I would like to pause you for just a moment.
Go ahead.
Because Iscarios was kind enough to provide 2 AP for the group to help you with whatever it is.
Thank God. Bless you, Iscaros.
What is it that you would like to do in this moment?
I'm worried, and I feel like this is in character for Arbaaz to be worried about, because PT Barnum does not fight fair. And if Arbaaz, who is not trained in warfare or combat, can see that this is taking all of Mr. Bright's energy to maintain, so can PT Barnum, who has spent a lot of time with Mr. Bright. So I'm gonna gun for Mr. Barnum. I can't let him get the better of Mr. Bright at his most vulnerable moment. I can't let that happen.
I would like you, first of all, are you aiming to harm, or are you simply aiming to deflect, distract, to simply provide cover? Because one of these will be a little bit more difficult.
I'm assuming it's the harming. Yeah. We'll find out. We'll see what instinct comes up. All right. It is to harm. I rolled for it, and Arbaaz's first instinct is to harm. He cannot. There's a thought that runs, like, I think you hear this from him, Sierra, where he just kind of like, I'll let him hurt him. Not now, not while we have this advantage. And I think he like looks up to the ground looking for his pistol that he dropped like a moment ago. Grabs it, and it's like instinct. It's not that he's thinking, I'm going to harm this man. It is the same reckless abandon of like, I have to do this. There is no but, ands, or whys. So I will do that. What is my funny stat for this gun? I used you so long ago. There you go.
If you have it in your weapons,
Perception.
it should just tell you.
Yeah.
Perception energy weapons. I have a question. I wrote here booster capacitor extra die. I'm assuming it's in the damage and not in the roll.
Yes, that would be in your combat die.
Wonderful. Cool. I will do a roll. And I'm going to use one of the lovely Nuka-Colas that was donated to us thanks to Iscaros. You too can support us by giving us Nuka-Colas. Help me shoot a carnival man by giving me Nuka-Colas.
You pick your gun up off the floor, pop the cap off a refreshing Nuka-Cola, chug that down, and then point your gun at PT Barnum.
Hell yeah. Weirdly ice cold.
Weirdly ice cold.
Hit him right in those tails.
All right. What is my thing? Perception, energy weapons. 10 plus 4, 14. So I need to get below 14. I do get a couple below 14. So that is, it's not attack skill, right? No, it's not attack skill. Perfect. So that's 2 successes.
Even at a disadvantage, PT Barnum is still a formidable opponent. And you fire at him. You got 2 successes?
Yes.
So Your intent is to harm,
My
but
intent is to harm.
you miss. However, he's in the midst of trying to, like, he has been around Jason and has had his own precautions for quite a time now, and is able to absorb quite a steady amount of radiation, but not directly as it walks in front of him. You fire at him as he's bathed in it, and he recognizes danger immediately. It's instinct. You see a man that was riding on the top of the world have to run, tail tucked between his legs, out the gate to Freeside, all the way back to South Vegas, where he can be back in his own citadel. There's not a moment that he has to harm Jason as Jason passes by. He can only give you a parting nod as a thank you as he leaves. And he leaves for what you assume is a prolonged seclusion that will not be broken.
Yeah, maybe that's for the best for everyone involved. But I think Arbaaz, like, there's a bit of melancholy as he watches Jason Bright like leave, because there was a moment where they were friendly to one another, and this could have this could have been the opportunity for ghouls to have a better standing in Freeside. This shoulda, coulda, woulda, right?
If
go
I
ahead.
may, I think that inspired by what Boz has been doing, when that last like nod and turning to leave happens, Sarah may not be the most boisterous person, but she does have her dad was pretty loud, so let's see what she can do. And she looks away from her scope and yells, "Thank you to Jason Bright, the hero of Freeside!" And the fort can probably hear it. I don't know who else might.
Arbaaz
Now-
like cheer behind you, just like you did for him, like hero of Freeside.
Now, you are trying to rally a whole bunch of Freesiders who are nauseous, have headaches, and are very aware where that problem came from. This is going to be a difficulty 3 in order to rally everyone to be very favorable towards something that caused them immediate harm.
Like, how far away am I? Can I hear this?
I
Can
think
Lena-
by this time, you would have. I mean, the two of you have completed your mission. Would you have then made your way immediately back to your friends?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think Mart, they're already separated. Lena May obviously can make her own way. But I think we see Mart disappear into that cul-de-sac. We can catch up with him.
In the case of me heading over there and hearing this, how difficult would it be? Actually, I'm going to spend a luck point to that I bought from earlier. Did its job. It's coming back. Can I use it?
What would you like to purchase with your luck point?
I would like to purchase the iBot being around. That's what I would like to play into the scene.
You see that this iBot has been dutifully repeating verbatim what Arbaaz recorded into it earlier, nonstop. The battle has been won, and it is still doing its rounds, and you are able to intersect with it as it's doing its job.
Okay, I would like to intercept it and be able to program a message to help my friends out. With my more charismatic self.
Give me a... I will allow you to either roll science, intelligence, or speech, charisma.
Okay.
This is going to be a full roll, and either you succeed and give the help, or you don't. And the difficulty is going to be 2.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Let me do some math real quick. Speech, charisma. I think I'll save our action points for other stuff, so I'll just go ahead and roll. Oh, well. That's 2. So it does work.
Yes. You're easily... What did you end up choosing?
I ended up choosing charisma and speech, just because I think that maybe the mechanism because I already saw Arbaaz and oh my god, Mart be able to do the action and see, so it's more so like the quality of the message. And although Lena May is a little concussed, one thing she can do is radio. So she records a message. Hey there, citizens of Freeside. We made it, and with that, the horde is successfully going away. Be cautious when you get out, but damn, are we all glad for Jason Bright, am I right?
So, Sierra, you have to make a charisma persuasion check at difficulty 2, because you suddenly start seeing the iBot that Arbaaz sent, it's still doing its patrols. Lena May, you did not program it. You literally just stopped for a moment, popped a new message in it, and was like, go, you're still doing your thing. And so away it goes, continuing around Freeside, spreading this message that people are a little dubious of. Give us speech charisma.
And I would like to use an AP.
Yes.
For this. Thank you. 3 dice. Please be nice to me and Jason Bourne. Jason Bourne.
Jason
That's
Bourne?
so funny.
Wow,
Jason Bourne.
that's my job.
We
That's
don't-
my
Oh my
job.
god, it's Jason Bourne.
We don't have the money for that. I didn't know he glowed in the dark.
Born. Ultimatum, indeed.
Well, the way that I have a 7 in perception, a 1 in speech, and I rolled a 7, an 8, and an 11. So 2 successes.
It's meant to be.
Just barely.
You are able to... You could see that everyone was very willing to form kind of their own kind of gang of just okay, this monster hurt us. This is bad and we hate him. And you're able to dispel much of that hate and antagonism just kind of washes out of them as they hear that broadcast, as they hear your voice, and they're like, oh, well, I guess he did take the ghouls out, which that was the big problem. And on top of that, you being the one saying it, followers of the apocalypse, spreading this message, the people who will fix people who have been poisoned by radiation. So they're like, okay, I am sick, but the person who would fix me is telling me that everything is going to be fine. There is just an exhale. That kind of, that rage, that pent up, I want to do something, but I don't know what, kind of washes out. You don't think that there's ever going to be a moment of hand holding between Jason Bright and Freeside ever again. But there is no open antagonism, no open animosity that would lead him to danger. You think it's pretty much, hey, he's leaving? That's fine.
And that might be my whole turn. And that would be
No,
okay.
you have one opportunity as you see your friend still feral following the flute out of the city.
Guys, I really don't know if I should take an AP for this.
I think you should.
I think
You
you
think
should.
so?
I
Yeah,
think you should.
I think you should.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm
you
going
should.
to aim for Michaela first. Let's roll the gay die.
Yeah.
Roll for gay.
Roll
Gay
for
die
good.
gave me a 6. That's fucking great. This is guns?
Yes, it'd be agility, small arms.
All guns. That's 1 crit because it's a tag skill and 1 regular success.
You sight up. Michaela is just walking, just following behind Jason, and you're easily able to sight up to a soft patch of skin that is exposed and fire. Somewhere that's very close to a gland that would immediately filter into the bloodstream. And you see someone who was completely gone and then coaxed by promise of nourishment suddenly gain cognizance back and shake themselves awake. I will allow you an additional attack at a 1 higher difficulty for Tiana as Michaela comes out and sees her mother simply ghoulified and unrecognizing.
I could use another AP, but I feel like I'm pushing it.
I mean, we'll
We
give
have
it back.
3.
Well, I'm okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The danger. We just kicked the shit out of PT Barnum today. Save your friend. We're here.
All right. Let's go with this one. Seven and 8. Yeah, that's 2 successes.
You fire 1 shot into Michaela. Make sure that the medication takes hold. You see recognition, and you're like, okay, on to the next. Before Michaela has a moment of doubt, of worry, of concern, you fire that 2nd shot. It hits. And Tiana, you're not close enough to hear what they say, but there is a hurried exchange of words. They look at each other because things have changed, and they embrace very hard of family members who thought they were both lost. They look to you with the sudden realization of what has happened, what they've been through, and what they've done. And you can see that there is a lot going through their minds, and they do not want to be they're watching a horde of ghouls that they are now a part of, and their safety net depart. So you see, I mean, Tiana is very flighty, so she just waves enthusiastic towards you. But you see a severity on Michaela as she realizes what you have done for them, and that they cannot be with you for at least a little while.
When they look over, Sierra's just gonna put her hand over her heart and nod.
As the last of the ghouls are departing, Mart, what is it you are doing all the way in the back?
Mart has gathered all the people of Freeside that were huddled in that cul-de-sac, and in the most soothing and calm voice that he can regulate into his vocator, he asks them all to stay calm, instructs them on caring for anyone who might have been injured, and while doing so, always has one eye stalk looking out as the ghouls depart. Because if anyone else was going to threaten the people of Freeside, he was going to kill them. And instead, he wanted to keep the peace and keep everyone calm and lead them out. And I think as we see the ghouls depart, Mart with other people of Freeside beside him, he leads them towards the fort. In need of help, in need of care.
Arbaaz, as you stand on the ramparts, watching another horde approach, a more desperate horde, a horde that will probably take up the next at least 2 days. You remember something that was said just a little bit ago. P.T. Barnum did say he has all the time in the world. Do you think that this has permanently put a stop to P.T. Barnum?
No. No, I don't.
And with that, I will end this session of Fallout Angels and Atoms. I have been your overseer, Patrick. You can catch me on Blue Sky at Mr. Patrick Cakes, and I will send it over to Val.
Hi everybody, I'm Valiant Dorian. I use he him as pronouns. You can find me all across the internet, Valiant Dorian, or at Otto Spiritbear. Please enjoy that lovely treasure I just say on. Tonight, I had the distinct pleasure of playing Arbaaz Oscar, our coward who loves very intensely and is also apparently hates very intensely as well. A selective hatred, but just as intense. In terms of where you can keep an eye out for me tomorrow, I'm going to be over on, oh my goodness, what is the Dungeon Scrawlers for the premiere of our Invisible Sun campaign with a bunch of really, really cool players. So please come and check it out. If you want me to see me play a distinctly very different person, I'm playing a mess. I'm playing a flamboyant mess, and you should tune in. And we'll be going live tomorrow, I believe at 8 p.m. Eastern, over at Dungeon Scrollers. Another thing to keep an eye out on is that at the end of this week, the casting call for my charity actual play anthology, Devorare Patron, about werewolves seeking vengeance against their maker, is going to be concluding at the end of this week. So if y'all are thinking about applying to help do some good and raise money for an animal shelter here in Malaysia, but you have until then to submit your applications. I will be reviewing them in the immediate and sending out confirmations soon. So get those applications in, folks. And that's me. I'm going to pass it on over to Lena.
Hello, everyone. I'm Lena. I've played Sierra, follower of the apocalypse, pronouns she, her. You can find me on Blue Sky and Instagram at Lena Fisser, like artificer, Lina Fisser. And that is what I have going on right now, though I might be in a werewolf one shot in an indeterminate amount of time. Maybe. I know. We'll see. And Sierra will be high-fiving Boz over P.T. Barnum's dead body.
We should be allowed to high-five over P.T. Barnum's dead body.
Yeah. And with that, I'm going to send it to the sweetest robot in Mojave Wasteland. Take it away, Jade.
Hello, hi, I'm Jade Valkyrie. You can find me at Jade Valkyrie, and I play Lena May Bailey. What do I got going on? We're maybe a finale tomorrow, maybe not. We have a cast member that's feeling kind of in between. So either this week or next week, the finale for Mass Effect Mirage. We're going to go get our local sniper / my character's girlfriend's brother back from like internal, a lot of danger, a lot of evil people, and we have a half Prothean, half Asari girl that we're babysitting as well. It's weird. It's weird.
I love her.
Other than that, yeah, it's something. It's something. It's like feral Asari holding another feral Asari leash. That's what's happening right now. It's great. I love it. Other than that, keep an eye out for YouTube things. I'm on YouTube and I've been doing lots of RPGs offline. So right now I am uploading my playthrough of Outer Worlds 2. And then after that, it will be more Fallout stuff. We're going through all the choice-based RPGs over on my YouTube channel. And I think that is it for right now. So I will pass it on over to Kai.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kai. You can find me everywhere as Estelle Van Ladris, committing a lot of very strange crimes. I was very nice today. I'm usually worse. You can find me on my channel tomorrow for more Fallout content in case this and Jade's playthrough of Fallout and a bunch of other stuff isn't enough for you. I'm going to be talking about costuming the end of the world tomorrow for my episode of Seams right over on my channel. Estelle Van Ladris right here on Twitch. And then in the evening, I'm going to be going back to the Imperium with more Apostates of Dune over on Happy Jacks RPG, where I play Helenas Lycos, the heir and swordmaster of Genos of House Lycos, and everything's fine and dandy there, and we're not at all possibly on the edge of legal assassination with other people in that universe. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. Dune's fine in normal universe. And then on a Wednesday, I'll be back on my channel, maybe getting to the very end of the singular, absolutely gorgeous game, Neva, that I've been playing through. It's a platformer, and it's so gorgeous. It will make you cry. And then on Saturday, with my beloved Valiant Dorian here in chat as well, I'll be back over on Transplanted RPG for our mid-arc of the Chaos Protocol for Arc 4. It has been a devastating first half of the arc, so come and see what happens to us, about us, what we do to each other and the world around us on Saturday over on the Chaos Protocol at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, where I have the singular pleasure of playing the Team Dad instead of the Team Weird Butler Robot. And then here,
Like Uncle
on Sunday. Yeah. And then I'll be back here on Sunday for whatever Patrick has in store for us. Patrick, what do you got?
Oof. That's a good question. What does P.T. Barnum have? Oh, well, we'll figure it out.
As if Searchlight wasn't enough.
This has been so much fun. Thank you for joining us. And please join us next time as we conclude.
Good night, everybody.